had just finished the first Dead Right, premiered it, and had a great premiere. Feeling really great about it. About a week later, my dad handed me this. The script to Dead Right 2.
When I first got Dead Right 2 and read it, my first thoughts were, how the hell are we going to do this? I was really nervous about it. I knew it was going to be a challenge. Daryl had to convince me and to kind of sway me in that we can do it, because we're going to have to do it, because it's a challenge and it's the sequel.
The script required a lot of things that we didn't have. A hospital gurney, a hospital room is just hard to come by.
It was a real challenge to find a room in which we can get blood, we can put fake puke in, we could fight in, we could break things.
So I was very happy when Michael found out that his uncle was going to allow us to basically construct a set in his warehouse.
This is where I'm going to get tortured, and well, I don't want to ruin the surprise, but this is where the bloody stuff happens.
It's pretty empty right now.
And the magic, and this is where the magic happens. This is where the window's gonna go. For size of the green screen, is there something you could kind of gauge with filming? In a week's time, this wall is gonna look like it belongs in South Lake Tahoe. And it's gonna look like a window that I should jump through. So we were able to get the room, however, we still had to build a false roof. All right, so what we're looking at here is a roof we're gonna be using for Dead Right. We built it today. We have plywood here for strength, and then the ends are kind of faked with just styrofoam.
So I'm Daryl Della, this is Michael Martin.
How you doing? Ray's on the camera.
We're figuring out the set for Dead Right 2. Michael will be hanging from this, crashing through the window this way.
And have a lot of fun doing it. Not getting hurt.
Oh, we'll see about that.
You just need the light to shine through.
We'll be using the
This is our lighting technician, Ray Ravello,
Hi, how are you?
discussing lighting.
Discussing lighting at the moment, and also discussing X-rays and decor of the set decoration.
So for like for real
Looking like a
X-rays,
true professional. Your hands on your hips that way.
for real X-rays, you know how they do it. You've seen it, right?
On Dead Right 2, when we were coming up with the look, the lighting, and the color palette of the film, it's really easy. It's all kind of like deductive reasoning in a way. We're always looking at what could the source of the light be. But it all takes place at night, so we're trying to use cold colors. These are lights. So it's pretty simple. Pretty simple job when you think of it that way.
In order for Dead Right 2 to be such a success that it was, there was a lot of pre-planning that was involved. So Michael kind of was almost like the project manager. He handled everything, and almost to the point where he was getting ulcers, like all the stress that everybody would normally just say, fuck it, we'll get done. Michael had a plan, a bullet point plan, presentation for it.
Just so you know, we are looking for a desert type setting. Anyway, opening starts with essentially look like this. You don't know who's looking at this, but you see bright lights. Or me again, Nevada, and this is the first torture scene.
You drew this?
Daryl.
Oh, I was like, damn, Mike, I didn't know you.
On an app. I wish. Daryl. I like his storyboards. Where am I? And it's Becker, Nurse Bobo.
Becker von Felsberg was the first and only choice for Nurse Bobo. It's a really strange character.
Almost too legit to quit.
Sort of perverse and just creepy, and there's only one guy who could do that, and that was Becker.
This is Becker von Felsberg, pre-production, Dead Right 2.
Is this
You've
film?
just agreed, you've just signed on to play Nurse Bobo in Dead Right 2.
Yes.
What do you have to say about that?
It's pretty. I need a vacation, anyways. So I'm down with
Rob's
that.
here.
If you want to party,
Hey Becker, are you? It's Monday through Thursday, right?
Yep.
No Sunday.
I can do Sunday.
You can do Sunday.
I can do the Sunday before.
So possibly Sunday through Thursday.
The Sunday through the Thursday, I can do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
They pay like money for that in Thailand.
Do they?
principal photography on the movie began at Rancho Cordova.
I was the happy idiot, and Michael said, "Hey, can we go up a day early and just check things out?" And when I thought check things out, I thought we're gonna go get some drinks, have a meal, this and that, enjoy the nice weather. I was enslaved.
So I'm Daryl Della here on the first day of production for Dead Right 2. I'm shopping with Chris Cairo.
I look like an animal. Otter Pops? No?
What are you getting, Chris Cairo?
Getting a bunch of stuff to feed 10 bodies for 10 days. A lot of toilet paper, 10 shits for 10 days. I started mopping, sweeping, cleaning, dusting, cleaning the bathroom. I think at one point Michael slapped me in the face because I got him the wrong type of mocha that he wanted from Starbucks.
Tour that Michael did the tour.
Here's Chris Cairo, producer on Dead Right 2.
Hey.
What? I can't hear you.
There's Mike. Mike wants to finish off the turn that in.
This is a gutter, and I am reinforcing the gutter with a ton of these, but we need probably 20 more straps for me to feel comfortable.
So Michael would send out these little tasks. He'd look around the room and see Daryl. Daryl's busy filming. Look at Mitch. Mitch is busy flexing, and then look at Ray and just kind of, Ray can't do this. Hey, Chris, come here. I got something for you to do. So we're here at Home Depot getting Michael 20 more of these little things so that he doesn't break a leg or an ankle. Let's get out of here. Stop filming me. Pissed off.
All right, so we're rolling up a sheet or blanket because it's too light in here for some shots. We're all going to the roof to cover the other half. So if you want to follow us, I'll show you where the ladder is. One thing off at once. If you can remember that, then you should be good.
It's like getting in and out of a swimming pool.
Yeah, so
no, fuck that. Rich is gonna be the editor. We use this for anything?
no.
No, man, like it is climbing up and down.
Oh.
No. Just climbing up and down. Any thoughts?
Waiting on Michael to cover up the skylight so we can have some nice darkness inside.
This is the side we'll have to worry about because wind will come this way.
Hi. I'm Ravello.
That's enough.
Are you taking photos or are you taking a video?
I'm doing behind the scenes flying
Oh,
the
okay.
wall, flying the wall kind of stuff. So if I film you, don't stop talking.
If you press the shutter button while it's filming, you can take a photo.
Oh,
Yeah, get a
At
photo.
the same time.
Let's get a photo on this.
Filming? Or
I'm filming, but I'm about to take a picture. Ready, Becker?
Oh yeah.
Ready, Becky?
Take a picture.
you're still recording something?
Yeah. All right, are we filming?
Yeah.
Okay. Just an update for this Fly on the Wall documentary here. We just lit the first shot. We have all our actors in costume. Becker von Felsberg is preparing. Christopher Cairo's outside trying to find his character on the truck bed of the car outside.
I almost made it to the coastwise. Honest to the ocean. I'm the captain.
Working hard, and we've got our makeup guys over here getting Michael ready for shot number 1.
So we got Josh Russell here putting on Deke's heroin injection scars.
Blocking the light, Becker.
Oh,
I feel like a goober, like fucking walk around with the iPad and stuff like that. Got the man, fucking.
Do you want to run through it while we're...
Yeah, sure.
Live still.
Lie still now.
What the hell is this?
You're here to see the doctor now. Don't move. I'm going to give you your shot.
Shot. I don't need a shot.
Okay, this is gonna be the first real take. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
First take, Dead Right 2. And action.
Wake up, Mr. Trenton. It's time for your shot.
What? What is this?
Lie still now.
I think we're gonna keep going through that. Cool. And that was perfect, but I want you to move around a little bit more, like when you first wake up a little bit.
Okay.
Like more like, maybe like my voice. When I talk to the mass, I can really smell that granola bar that I ate earlier.
Yeah. Nature Valley.
Yeah, Nature Valley. Good, yeah, good call. Whoever decided on. Yeah, it's granola bars.
So Daryl and Kyra.
Oh yeah, man.
What are you talking about?
I asked you a simple question, and I'd like a simple answer.
Who are you?
I'm Nurse Bobo.
Break this down.
Yeah.
Break it down. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little sweat on.
So in Dead Right 1, my character, Sweet William, was brutally murdered by Deke. Testicles were shot off and then stabbed, which was an excellent death scene, and I'm very proud of that. But yeah, so Dead Right 2 came around. We were looking for someone to take the captain's role.
I didn't want to cast Cairo. Just the fact that he had appeared in the previous movie. At first, I didn't like the idea of reusing him, but then I quickly realized nobody else could pull this off. Whenever we need a character who is just wacky, over the top, just a crazy personality, you call Chris Cairo.
Daryl and Michael asked me, toyed with the idea if I'd be interested in it, and of course I was. I mean, an opportunity to kind of flop around without legs.
So the captain has no legs, but Chris has legs. We ended up deciding to just fold his legs back and have him wear larger pants. And it was brilliant because it just worked.
Hot damn.
Hot damn, Chris.
Nice.
Wow. How do you feel? How does it feel? Like you know? Is it?
It feels good.
Pain and all that kind of
No,
stuff.
dude, no pain. And if there is pain, it'll be all right.
Pain is temporary, film is forever.
Exactly. Because I got these clothes and part of the costume, and they didn't look right for the character. The character's supposed to be kind of flopping around and sliding in this, misery. There's goo, there's blood, there's guts, there's feces everywhere, I presume. But the clothes just didn't match, so I figured that I'd just kind of get in a character, wrap my legs up, and start crawling around.
Hi, I'm Ray Ravello. This is Christopher Cairo.
Captain,
first-
this is the legless roller coaster.
Welcome to Jackass.
It's starting to burn. And I ran over a staple, dude. There's like staples on the floor.
Probably one of my top 3 favorite moments on this shoot was when Cairo was pretty much under the control of anyone and everyone who was on that set. Flip over.
Turn around.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you look absolutely filthy.
Not anymore. We need to do this in the parking lot as well.
Yeah, go outside.
I gotta look like a homeless little fuck. Yeah. I feel like a little
Alright, we're going to the parking lot.
Actually, let's go everywhere.
And I knew it was very painful for him at times because we drag him along concrete.
Right, you good? Don't hurt his dick now, okay?
Hold on, my stomach's bare.
It looks a lot dirtier.
We gotta do this.
We took him out to the by the tree. There was nothing but spiders, bugs, everything out there, and I got a lot of joy throwing Chris around in there.
Here, I gotta film this shit.
Alright, you ready?
Dude, there's like fucking sticks and shit.
Of course you're in the fucking dirt!
And then he just kind of got a little sadistic, and I think he enjoyed it a bit too much.
Throwing dirt at him, throwing dirt at his face, getting it in his teeth.
No, I'm not gonna throw it in your face. I'm throwing it at your clothes.
Very, very gratifying.
I gotta get into character.
Where's the rolly
I
cart?
don't know, but I just pulled a piece of fucking wood out of my underpants. My dick's got splinters. My dick's got splinters! I remember the first time I saw it, Daryl had a picture that he had composed of what the captain would look like on his iPad. And it was brilliant. It was exactly how the makeup artist kind of portrayed it, with the bald head and the long hair and the screwed up teeth. They weren't pretty far from my own. Josh and Sierra, hands down the best makeup artists around. They were phenomenal in transforming me to become the captain. Oh, look. My bushy ass fucking caterpillar eyebrow. In my process, I think the first day was gonna be 4 hours to transform from this beautiful, stunning, astonishing face to what the captain's character was. Some guy told me about bum justice and Smiley and shit. So he's like, so if one bum rapes another bum, we have to administer the Smiley. And I was like, what's the Smiley? And he's like, so you get a chain with a padlock and you wrap it in, what is it, duct tape, so it doesn't kill them, but you beat the shit out of them. It's crazy shit, because he's like, we can't go to the cops, dude. He's like, half of us are selling. The cops are gonna bust us. So we gotta administer our own justice. And I was like, is there a judge? He's like, yeah, my fucking fist. But it was painful, man. I mean, I remember the worst part was getting the dead eye. I'd never had a contact in my eye before. And they had me propped up like a Hitler experimentation with my eye back opened, and they had this gigantic dead eye contact and Q-tips, a very primitive way to like shove it in my eye. Wouldn't stay, kept popping out.
Too much juice.
There's a weirder soundtrack to this. So think about this, you close your eye, you go like this. Do this for like 12 hours for a week, and then you take it off, and all of a sudden everything hurts in this eye because you can't really see. I think I have slight vision, and everything looked a little yellow, and now I still can't see quite clearly. But it was worth it. Do it all for you, audience.
This is what it takes to lift Cairo. Ray Ravello, Mitchell Martin, Michael Martin.
Oh, no cancer coming out.
Push, don't pull.
Great.
Hold on, let me get down. Having a good time?
Benny, get me out of here, Benny.
Why would I do that, bro? I actually was looking at him over there. That was really good. I'm sorry. So, I'll remember this time which way you want me to look. Ray? Michael. Ray.
Yeah, let's finish the sandwiches.
Do you want to do sandwiches, or do you want to do something else?
No, because otherwise it's hot.
Is there enough meat? I didn't check.
Yeah, whatever we had yesterday, we had the exact same amount. We had double.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a double amount. Okay.
So there's whatever's left over from yesterday and more. Right there, look at you. Exactly.
Behind the scenes of Dead Right 2 lunchtime.
Lunchtime drama on the set. Sandwiches today and yesterday. Probably again tomorrow. No questions, cameraman?
No.
What's up, Ray?
The day started off with a fake bucket of puke splashed onto my face. So from then on, the smell of the day was set. And it was like 90 degrees outside, but probably closer to 100 inside.
The set was pretty bad. It always got stuffy. Very, very stuffy. It smelled bad because there's no real way to filter out the smell. The only real way to vent any sort of air in and out was through the door, and that was always closed.
The door to the room, the lock was, I don't know how old it is, and it got stuck and locked by itself.
Who is it?
What?
Benny! You gonna get me out of here?
You know the series?
Uh-huh. That fucker.
All of our bodies are in the room, and the camera's rolling, and we're waiting for Genie to come in and do his scene. You can hear his footsteps. He was really in a character, running to go save Bubba, and just boom, 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 and then he hits the door. Oh, shit. Fucking God damn it. Did it lock? Oh, shit. I thought you were gonna bust down the door, dude.
So by the time we got to the day before we were going to Tahoe, we were kind of behind this in terms of shots and everything.
Quite a few things started going wrong or just kind of slowing us down.
Becker had lost his keys. at that point, and it was really hard because we needed that car to get to Tahoe.
It's like Becker just lost his keys.
Yeah.
Still looking for him.
Meanwhile, Michael's nose is bleeding, just red. I've never seen a nose bleed like that before. It almost frightened me. You know, I just thought this guy was gonna die, and we don't need him to die yet because we need the film to get done.
Yeah, I get bloody noses pretty easily. I was laying in the bed, strapped down for like, must have been anywhere from 4 to 6 hours.
I gotta go, Jenny. I gotta go pay.
Sure enough, my nose started bleeding. And that was the first of 3 for that day of shooting. It's a bloody nose number 2 on the set of Dead Right 2. Thanks, Ray.
Ray to the rescue with the paper towel.
Well, this is twice that his nose is bled.
Michael's nose wouldn't stop bleeding, just wouldn't stop. How's it going?
All hell's breaking loose right now, and then you walk in and say, "How's it going?"
Yeah,
Fucking that's going
that's what I did. Here, come here, follow me. In case you don't know, right now we're on break on day 2 of Dead Right Part 2, and we're in some serious S right now because Becker von Felsberg can't find his car keys.
And Michael got himself a nosebleed.
Michael's nose is bleeding pretty profusely.
And we're behind schedule.
Nah, man, everybody had confidence in what we were doing. We knew we were doing a good job, so I kind of held up the confidence. Director set a very good mood on set for that.
Yeah, it's just, I don't say anything this whole time. The foot drilling scene came out, in my opinion, phenomenal. Mostly due, I think, to the makeup artists. They created a pretty damn good replica of my feet. We're gonna have a fake. I sent pictures of my foot to the makeup artist, and they're gonna make some casts.
Fucking Hobbit foot.
Yeah.
Peter Jackson is probably jealous of Michael's feet because he has to create these Hobbit feet, but Michael's just gifted by God to have these awful Hobbit feet. I mean, I couldn't believe it. If people watching the film were more scared of the drilling through the foot or just Michael's foot in general, I don't know.
That was fucking amazing.
Wow.
Got it?
So now you want to see it come out the other side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is way more advanced than having ketchup in your mouth and spitting it out when you get punched in the face, you know?
Is that what you guys did on that Chinese sushi restaurant?
No.
But it all came out really good. And Gino did a really good job too, just handling the drill and making sure it all goes right, because it really kind of was a one-take deal with some of those.
That was really good.
Wow. Yeah.
Dude, that was awesome. Fucking Tony got on and spun around a time or two.
That's awesome. Check it out.
So we were shooting for a really long time.
Everybody was exhausted, you know, we're shooting like maybe 18-hour days.
Got up really early in the morning. Shot all day long. We're staying up all night.
I roomed with Becker at the time, and he was like fucking pulling teeth to get him to turn the TV off.
There was a Married with Children marathon on last night, so I'm a little tired today.
So everybody was just getting tired all the time.
Go back to sleep. I'll just do it myself.
You fucking asshole. We're moving it.
Here, you gotta take it apart first.
How you doing, Kyra?
Wanted to take a nap and I got interrupted by an asshole who had to scare the shit out of me.
What else was I supposed to?
You just went
All I did was
way
wake
up.
you up. I just, like that. Anyway.
Because I was like in the middle of a fucking weird ass dream and then you fucking like...
Tell the camera about it.
No, I don't want to talk about
What
it.
about your drink?
Yeah, it's amazing. You know, you breathe the same air for long enough and it starts to get the giggles, or everything is funny. I was kind of going loopy. Do you like it? Do you like it?
Can you take it?
I think it's 1 a.m.
But it was late. The following day we had to get up early to drive to Tahoe to film even more.
I mean, it wasn't until we got to Tahoe that we started feeling the fatigue of everything.
Shooting Dead Right 2, and we're stopped in the mountains. Cairo. Sleep.
I remember me myself, I fell asleep a couple times on set.
We're trying to shoot a scene and Ray's falling asleep.
I just knocked out, not even knowing it.
Within 30 seconds, this guy's out like a light bulb, snoring. There's like a passionate scene going on, and fucking snoring.
I was snoring?
And then Daryl was just losing it, man. I mean, he's just wandering back and forth, and he had this crazy look in his eyes.
So it doesn't fall
Oh,
out.
right.
Are you focusing properly? This is your manual
Okay.
focus right here.
We'll do it.
Yeah, how to use
You
it.
just messed up the focus because you got very close.
I was ready to quit. I'm very glad that the other guys came in and sort of pushed me to stay awake.
It was frustrating, but we actually pulled together pretty well, and we all knew what was at stake if we couldn't finish or didn't finish. So it was nice pulling together with everybody and actually finishing it.
We're shooting on the studio in Rancho Cordova, and then we go over to Lake Tahoe, and we're creating the illusion that it's all in one house.
Hey boys and girls, Becca von Felsberg here, and we're doing our road trip over to Tahoe to do some more filming for Dead Right 2.
I think the on-set romance for Dead Right 2 belongs to Becker and Gino. They're both characters, they're both hilarious, they're both easy to get along with. So when they kind of got together and were hanging out, it was just a fun day. I think watching them, especially on set.
How are you going to pay me then? Cheap little whore. Is this the crop in the field that you told me about earlier when you were driving in the car?
Fine, dude.
And Gino's making everybody laugh with his just being funny, saying stupid stuff, making Becker laugh.
I don't need to explain myself. You made promises that you've broken. You make me promises. No, you'll never keep. And then we segue into your music video.
And vice versa. Becker's such a character.
What's that, Becker?
Your homegirl's taking the time.
You can't wait to see what he says or does next. They developed a nice little on-set romance. They actually cooked us dinner that night because they're both pretty good cooking. So we had, I think, the best meal that night, in my opinion.
Right now, she's preparing a pear vinaigrette, adding a touch of honey, it looks like, in there.
Yes.
I'm caramelizing some onions so we can do like a Brussels sprouts and carrot lyonnaise. Basically, you just gotta let this sit here. Then we're gonna have sauteing and whip it until they get really brown. We already have blanched carrots and Brussels sprouts. So once you're done with the blanched carrots and Brussels sprouts, and you have your chopped bacon and your caramelized onion, you throw them in a saute pan with some fresh rosemary. It will be Brussels sprouts lyonnaise.
No, what is lyonnaise?
Lyonnaise is a region in France, actually. You can lyonnaise anything. You can lyonnaise potatoes, you can lyonnaise vegetables, you can lyonnaise your hand if you can put up with the heat, but...
By day 2 of Lake Tahoe, when we were about to get ready to go, the makeup artist wouldn't wake up, and we're all ready to leave. We had to get ready to clean and get out of there.
So it's Wednesday morning. We're only gonna wake up the makeup crew. Alright, let's check it out, True Believers.
So Becker had the wild idea. He wanted to put on the Spider-Man mask and just walk into their room, just wake them up really loudly and then scare the crap out of them wearing a mask. Daryl originally wanted to film it and got afraid because nobody wanted to step on the toes of the makeup people. You know, they were doing such good work. So he handed it off to me, and then I chickened out too, so we never filmed it, but it was still a fun little story from the set of Dead Right 2.
I think for me, it seems like the most words and thought for Dead Right 2 went into planning the window scene, the crashing through the window scene. I'm practicing what it takes to be an action star.
Yeah, you cleared it much more that time.
So start further back. So it was really challenging, let alone figuring out how to land, how to jump through it. Do I want to land on a mattress? Does the film need a wide shot? So should I land on the floor?
We really stressed and tried to get him to jump through the window without the mattress underneath, so meaning no protection, but he wouldn't do it. He, regardless of how anybody begged or pleaded him or called him names, he stuck to his guns.
Michael was being such a baby. He didn't want to jump through the glass. It's fake glass. Nothing was gonna happen. He was being a pussy, and we told him that he was a pussy, and it didn't work. Stop settling for mediocrity.
You talking?
I don't know. He's trying to push you like you pushed us yesterday. Push each other to greatness.
I really thought if we called him enough names, he would change his mind, but he didn't. So I guess it doesn't work all the time.
A wide shot would have been nice, but that floor was so damn hard. Landing on hard tile was just, I would have gotten hurt.
So I was a little disappointed in his decision to use a mattress. John Wayne didn't use a mattress. Let's just put it that way.
Cool.
I mean, eventually it all worked out. We didn't get the shot that we wanted, but the shots that we did get were you know, they turned out great. So, all in all, Michael's still a pussy.
That's still 3 games, right?
3.5. We'll take 4 up in the.
The most difficult about shooting in that room eventually was that we kept all the glass on the ground just for continuity reasons, and that stuff isn't very good for you, especially when it's really small like that. It's not very good to breathe in.
The beginning of the fight scene was somewhat challenging and kind of scary because what you see in the footage is Gino coming at me. It's all a real act. So we ended up putting sandbags over my balls and over my legs because that's where I was blocking. That's where the surgeon was swinging at.
I couldn't understand why Michael was so afraid of the hatchet. Gino had a really good aim, and there was really no reason for Michael to need that much padding.
In the heat of the moment, you just never know how much force a guy might have. I trust Gino. He's phenomenal, but you gotta protect yourself, especially when you're dealing with the family jewels.
Hey, you let me go that close, I'm just gonna hit you in the head.
Foreplay.
You know where there's like a thick screw?
It's not dense enough.
His head could break it. That thing can't. It moves way too much.
Do you want to just try your head?
What are you, fucking stupid?
Do you know how to hold a towel?
I don't feel I can't take a little screwdriver. Too slow of a fallback.
I think it was towards the end of the fight scene. We're all pretty tired. I was getting frustrated. I know Gino was getting frustrated as well. And we only had 3 tumbler glasses, breakaway tumbler glasses, so they just had to work.
Ready?
So I just kind of said, let's practice as much as we can. Slap me as hard and as many times as you need to, Gino, to make sure you're confident and do it right. So, I mean, I must have got hit in the face. I mean, I remember like 30 or so. I didn't count, but it sure remembers like 30. Watch the nose.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay. You can use it. Just suck it up until it.
Perfect. One more. Ready?
Yeah.
Set. Ready? For the real one?
Yeah.
Ready? Go. You okay?
Am I bleeding?
Yeah, you are.
For real?
Yeah, probably.
Where?
Dude, that glass is...
I don't know. You alright?
Shit.
I'm alive.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Mike,
Good job, Mike.
good job, man. Yeah, good job.
Let me watch
Hey,
that
that's the first time we got real blood this time.
Yeah.
It was your forehead last time.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? We got real blood
Head
right before that.
Or punch me.
Perfect.
Went right in the camera.
You look alright? Okay. Sorry.
Hold on, Kyra.
Can you hop up a little bit more on me?
I wanna. Hey Ray, can you push my ass up? It's like a porn right now.
I sure can.
Just kind of like lift my, see these little nubs? If you lift them, yeah, there you go. Lift and push. More so. The nubs, yeah, push. There you go. Cool.
You ready?
Yeah.
Walk around me now.
Action.
Alright, tell me when. Sorry. You alright? Is the lens alright? Because I closed it. Oh, my bad, dude. I closed this. Is the lens alright?
Yeah.
Is the spot? Wipe it, wipe it, wipe it.
Sweaty.
Oh, that's a wrap.
Come on. Is the lens okay? You sure?
Yeah. Just got a small crack.
1, 2, 3, step. Yeah, the goddamn boot is the easiest thing. It was just sitting there, but for some reason I couldn't hit it. So in the end, I think the boot filled up, I think like halfway with blood, because I missed so many times when they were pumping it for the blood to squirt out. It ended up filling up.
Is that a microscope?
How much blood is
This
there?
is the blood that comes out of Michael. Out of his nose. Every time he has a nosebleed.
Quite easy.
Chris Cairo, behind the scenes, Dead Right 2.
Stepping in horse shit. Get a shot of all the horse shit that happens to just be there. What? Is that open all the way?
Michael Martin on the set.
Dead Right 2.
I'm gonna point out what's going on back there.
Yeah, so if you can see over there is Mitchell and Gino and the dog Dodge. They're digging a hole for the burial scene for Dead Right 2. Here's the gate. We're taking our cars. We're going to drive through and then end up where they are. We're taking all 3 of our cars.
Is that an old outhouse, you think?
Yeah.
That's sick.
All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go first, and then we're going to make sure I can get there, and then I'm going to park and come back down and guide you and then close the gate and stuff. Go for it.
Gino, back on the set, Dead Right 2.
We've been out here for 3 hours. It's negative 20 degrees. I'm trying to stay warm inside the car. I don't know how that dog's so calm. Or Mitch, he's not even wearing a jacket.
It's pretty cold out here.
To take it in context, we're on 100 acres of land in the middle of nowhere. There are seriously meth heads cooking on that land. There's mountain lions, there's raccoons, there's all this weird stuff that we don't even know, snakes and tarantulas. And there was one savior, Dodge the dog. So this dog was our buddy. We were out there filming in the middle of fucking buttfuck nowhere, and this dog was out there watching us and protecting us. And he would just bark off into the distance or growl off into the distance. And I'm sure he did his job, but we developed a special bond. And
during the actual burial filming, he would run through during the takes as I was throwing Gino into the hole. He would come out and either try to bite me or sniff at Gino, see what's going on, and we ended up ruining a few takes, but I mean we still got what we wanted. But it was funny having him around, running around on the set.
I'll sit with him in the car. Is that cool? Hey.
Mitch, what's going on right now?
Becker's car died while we were shooting a very important scene that we need the headlights for. And, magically we fixed it. The burial scene was a unique challenge, and by the end of the nighttime stuff, we were all pretty tired, pretty dirty. We knew we had to get up again to finish as the sun comes up. For whatever reason, I thought the sun would be up about 6 a.m. Turns out the sun didn't come up till like 8. So we woke up like at 4 o'clock to wait for another 4 hours to shoot.
Do you need me at all right now?
Yep.
Doing what?
Helping me focus.
Fuck that, I'm gonna go take a nap.
No.
Yeah? I want to crash Becker's car on the way home. I made beauty sleep.
So everybody was tired. and the scene called for my character Deke to drink whiskey. He just buried somebody, he just survived torture and death, so he was having his Jack. I mean, I don't drink too often, so it kind of made me happy, made the rest of the shooting fun and smiles. I don't mind napping on the way home.
You still got a pack, buddy. You missed your checklist, Mike. Wait, look at your checklist, it's just a bunch of smiley faces.
So all that hard work really paid off. I'm very thankful to have the crew that I had. Everybody worked very hard, and they were all great. It ended up being one of the first times that I think that what I imagined at the beginning, before filming, really came across on the screen. And then we had our premiere.
Oh, the premiere was great. First of all, we got into an actual theater setting. I think that was important, just for us as a team.
It was amazing to be able to finally see our films on the big screen for the first time.
The audience, I mean, it was incredible. I think we didn't do a head count, but 239 seats it holds, and there weren't that many empty seats, so it was a good night. The crowd was great. They were definitely into it.
Oh, the premiere, yeah, the premiere is awesome. If the things that I do remember were good, the things that I don't remember, I hope I don't remember them ever.
And now we're awaiting the final draft for Dead Right 3, which will be another challenge altogether.
2013 is going to have a lot of challenges with Dead Right 3 coming up, but it's going to be a lot of fun because I know it's going to be great.
So stay tuned, because you're going to be wowed more than you were in the second one.